Tom, one of the big stories this year as well is all the stuff that's been going on at Hewlett Packard Enterprise. Now, HPE is a major player in enterprise tech. They have done a tremendous job, for example, with their GreenLake services. And their Aruba Networks business unit is really, really strong. A friend of the field day, by all means. Talk to us a little bit about HP's rise.
Well, it's kind of funny because when you think about HPE, unless you're a networking or mobility person like me, you might not think of Aruba first, but they have always been kind of their own little piece, if you want to think about it like that. All the way back in 2015 when the acquisition happened, that March, we kept hearing things like reverse acquisition. They're taking over our networking business and they're running with it. And they had made some moves along the way. I mean, probably Silver Peak being brought into the HPE portfolio was maybe one of the biggest things to happen to them in recent memory. But then this March, we saw two major acquisition announcements a week apart. The first was that HPE was buying a company called Athonet, which firmly cemented them into the private LTE 5G CBRS market. That made them an instant player in a brand new technology area, got them a huge customer acquisition, and was something that was very much a buzz in the industry. So how do you follow that up? Oh, that's easy. You go full in on SASE and SSE by acquiring Access Security. The next week, they went from adding on major CBRS and private LTE to jumping in with both feet to the SASE SSE market. Remember, they have the Silver Peak SD-WAN technology. They needed the software suite to go on top of it. And I had the opportunity to talk to John Spiegel at Access, and man, he was over the moon by this. He was like, I can't wait to see where we go. And I got to see that firsthand because I was at Aruba Atmosphere this year. How close was I? Somebody jumped over me on stage. We have video, but the important thing is that we got to see messaging from not only the newly minted HPE Aruba, no longer Aruba, a Hewlett Packard Enterprise company, but Antonio Neri was on stage with everyone talking about how important this was, what a cornerstone piece of HPE's strategy HPE Aruba was. And when you look at all the advances that are going on in the industry, they all have one thing in common. Users need to be able to connect to these services. That means edge connectivity, that means edge security, that means data center connectivity. And Aruba can provide all of that. Seeing the rebranding that's taken place is something impressive. I got to have meetings with their CMO during Atmosphere, and they were asking how people were going to look at this. Is it HPE swallowing Aruba? Are we getting rid of that important culture that we've been developing over the years? And I said, right now, no. The important thing is that you keep making good products, you keep selling them to people, and you keep backing them up with the great support that you've had, which is something that HPE Aruba has enjoyed for years. They've been a very well-regarded part of the industry. But you can see that the integration between HPE and Aruba is continuing even today. We got the announcement at the end of Aruba Atmosphere this year that Aruba Atmosphere will be co-located with HPE Discover in 2024. That's a major shift from a corporate culture of two separate but sort of equal components to being more of one big family. It would be like if a company like Meraki announced they were having their own version of Meraki Live that was a different date than Cisco Live. That would be really weird. Well, this is the reverse. This is two companies that have had a rich history together for the last 8 years coming together to make something exciting happen. And I'm fully on board with that because I would love to see a lot of people at Discover and Atmosphere in 2024 to see how this messaging and how these product lines evolve over the years.